Hey yo, what's up guys, your boy Ed from Leeds TV, you already know. I made a short video talking about this ban list real quick, but now we're gonna go make a little bit of a longer video just for everybody. We're gonna start talking about some of the forbidden cards that just came out on this list. This list is kind of crazy, and I want to talk about some of the decks that are, maybe something that I'm gonna want to build pretty soon, so we can look out for that kind of content soon. So let's go ahead and get into it. For the forbidden cards, of course, we've already talked about Moon of the Close Heaven. That's actually a really good hit because a lot of people are just able to bridge into the Fiendsmith like nothing, but that is crazy because a lot of people aren't really playing Fiendsmith right now. But hopefully with a few of the changes that this list is making, a lot of people can start playing different things, which it's interesting. I saw my friend Aaron was talking about, he plays that fried chicken deck, you guys know what fried chicken deck I'm talking about. But he plays that deck and he says that he can't bridge into Fiendsmith anymore, so he's gonna have to take out the Fiendsmith package from that deck. So that's kind of crazy. Let's also not forget that there is still a lot of other cards in the extra deck that still allow us to be able to efficiently exceed or link or whatever we need to do to get into the Fiendsmith engine. So make sure you look out for like Exciton and cards like that. It's going to help us out a lot. Splash Mage is a good hit. I think that hitting Malice cards is actually the way to go. Rizio, unlike Malice, I don't think it's being played as much. I do see a lot of Malice players still playing and actually still topping, compared to like maybe two Rizio players every now and then topping. So I think that hitting Malice as much as possible is definitely going to help. But Splash Mage to 0, actually, it's crazy. King of the Feral Imps. King of the Feral Imps is one of those cards that you are basically hitting in order for like the Mitsurugi players to not just go crazy with Rizio. So Rizio Mitsuguri is completely dead. You can't really actually bridge into it as efficiently as before, so I think it's a really good hit. Number 67, Paradise Smashers, was a card that a lot of us knew for a long time that it was going to get hit because, I mean, in the OCG, it was hit, so we were all kind of just bracing for impact, I guess. Card came out in CR. A lot of people didn't buy it. It was like a $5-6 CR, honestly. Everybody knew it was going to get hit, but it's such a good card that, I still picked it up at CR, $5. Take my $5. Moving on to the limited. There's a lot of cards here that are kind of crazy. I don't think my personal opinion on whether if I agree or not on some of the cards getting hit is important, but I think it's kind of important to know what you're going to be able to play with now, right? Because X Rizio is getting hit to 1. For me, in my personal opinion, that makes kind of Rizio unplayable. I don't really want to play it anymore with X being hit to 1. You're gonna have 2 eyes, two of the red ones to sword, and then you're gonna have 1 X. Just 5 copies of Rizios isn't gonna be enough, and then you get the 1 node, 6, maybe the 1 star 7. That's not a lot of Rizios. My bad. Malice Dormouse, good hit. I think anything Malice getting hit is amazing. Moving on, I don't want to talk about that Malice stuff anymore. But Vanquish Soul Rosin got hit. Crazy. I actually cannot believe that Rosin got hit to 1. Like we talked about it. Like Rosin was the card that you had to hit in order to impact the efficiency of the deck, right? But the thing is that Rosin did so much. Rosin, special summon, search a monster. Rosin in that same column, destroy all the monsters in that column. What are you talking about? You summon it in an extra monster zone, under it, and then you can get rid of his link monster and a monster under it. That's insane. So I think that Rosin was the good hit. I just stopped playing Vanquish Soul, and I had just started playing Crystron. So for me, it doesn't really hurt me as much, but I did and I really did enjoy playing Vanquish Soul for a long time, so it kind of hurts in a deeper way just because I'm a really big Vanquish Soul fan. Fiendsmith Lacrima, that's a really cool card. In other words, it's just it's a free extender. It's a good way to summon out, I think it's a level 6 from the graveyard, and then just make another Caesar. That's cool. I think it's a good card and I like it. Linkuriboh coming back to 1 is an interesting one. I actually can't remember why we hit Linkuriboh to 1. A lot of people, we all knew that Linkuriboh was such a broken card, such a good card, but I think it's actually nice having Linkuriboh back. I think it's a really good staple copy. A lot of people really used it. I don't really enjoy using like Almirage as a replacement sometimes, and then like using like your what is it, your link 1 anima. Like, it kind of sucks sometimes because then you want to use anima to be able to take something and then you can't, and it's just Summon Sorceress. I don't know exactly what the Rada is here, but Summon Sorceress is a crazy one. I think it's a good card that has a lot of potential to make a lot of combos. I actually was not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I was taking a small break when this card first came out. So I completely missed the first wave of this card actually being played in like current Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta, which is insane. So moving on. Herald of the Arclight is one of those cards that I just mentioned on my short that I actually didn't even know that this card was at like I didn't realize this card was a problem. It's just Arclight, you know, it's just a one of you play. I wouldn't play more than one, but I guess where there's a bunch of like ritual decks that can't abuse the shit out of it, like it's a good card. You send it, you add a ritual spell, ritual monster, like it's insane. Summon it, it like prevents a bunch of like a bunch of stuff. You can literally, it's just like I think like a macrocosmo in that aspect, because then like any monsters going from your hand or your deck to the grave get banished instead. Like, that's insane. But yeah, Herald of the Arclight, that's an interesting one. Zodiac Trident. Zodiac Trident's a crazy one because I really like Zodiacs. I played Zodiacs way back when they first came out. I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Right before they first came out, so a little background on me. But I really like playing Zeus. I still have my whole core in my binders. I actually just started organizing my Yu-Gi-Oh! Binders again and making sure that all my cores were put together, because there's a bunch of cores that I just had in like, I had like a partial core of like, actually not Zodiacs, but like I had a partial core of something on a one binder and then another partial core of the same core in another binder. So I just ended up putting them all together, and it's crazy because I really enjoy playing Sues, and I saw that Sue was one of those cores that I just had to complete three of everything. So pretty excited about it. I'm actually kind of like down that they didn't bring back like Zodiac Raptier. That would have been insane. Like Zodiac. What about like Zodiac Raizio? Would that be something nuts? Like, oh my god. Moving on, Crystron Inclusion is a sad one. I just started playing Crystrons, but I don't actually think that Crystron Inclusion is going to be something that's going to murk the deck. So I think that it's a good hit because it's definitely going to slow us down, but it's not going to be a terrible hit to where like, you know, Crystrons won't be played anymore. Like, I had a conversation with Bren the other day about how like, you know, Paradise Smashers, he was telling me that he really thought the Paradise Smashers just completely made Crystron such a more viable deck, but I don't necessarily think that's true. I think that, yeah, like Paradise Smashers did give us that extra oomph, and you know, if you get a hand trap to the extreme, just summon out 3 5s and Paradise Smashers make them pass as well, you know, like you pass, they pass, you play again, you know. Obedience Schooled. I'm so fucking glad this card got hit. I hate this card. I've been playing against Yummy pretty frequently, and it's that one card that you can stop, and then you can clear their board some way, somehow, and then they activate another one. Like, it's not a once per turn. It's just if you control, I think, like, no monsters. So that's insane, because they can get back to that, like, to controlling nothing. I hate that card. Stake Your Soul. Stake Your Soul is actually a really crazy one. It makes sense to me, though. It's such a good card. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of hidden Vanquisho cards, because I really like Vanquisho a lot. It's one of those cards that's making me sad that it got hit, you know, because it's such a good card. It's one of my favorite decks of all time. But yeah, I can see how it was a problem. It's a free special summon on Vanquish Souls, and those are kind of rare because now, like, you only get a few special summons from the deck, right? Like, you get like that one, and then you get like Holly Sue, and that's it. So you got to be like really, really smart now, because you only get like 2 per turn now, because you get your 1 Stake Your Soul if you saw it, and then Holly Sue if you have the attributes. Crazy card. Solemn Judgment. Solemn Judgment's a crazy one. I didn't see it coming. I don't understand why. Shout out to my boy Ruben, because I saw that Ruben had commented on one of the chats that we're in, and he said, stun catching strays out here later. They are, bro. It's crazy. This is such a huge ban list. Like, they're doing a lot, and they're hitting a lot of different things. With life points and the new time rules, I don't understand why necessarily Judgment was a hit. But like, hey, you know, comment down below, let me know, because I just want to know, and I want to get better, and I want to learn, because I just thought it was a crazy one, you know, for me, you know, I'm not that good of a player, but I thought it was a crazy one. Going on to the semi-limiteds, there's only one card, and it's Branded Fusion, and Branded Fusion is back to 2, which is completely insane. I actually would have never seen this coming. I'm joking. I would have seen this coming. It's crazy because, like, Branded Fusion is, like, there's a lot of cards out there that people go, this is like a Branded Fusion. That's how you know Branded Fusion is crazy, because, like, you know, when you foolish something, people say, hey, you know, I'm gonna foolish, because they know that it's foolish burial, bro. But for you to be able to take up a whole, like, what does your card do? It's a Branded Fusion. People know already, you know. It's a good card, but we've already seen, like, what was it? Not Red Eyes, because that card never got hit, but the card for DPE, what is it? Not, this is Branded Fusion, but you know the other fusion. Like, that card went from, I think, the 1 to 2 and then 3. So, like, I can see Branded Fusion coming back to 3 as well. Like, a lot of people are really, really big fans of Branded, so shout out to you guys. I fucking hate Branded, but, you know, hey, you guys are getting thrown a bone out there, and I think it's really cool because a lot of people get really excited about playing cards like this, and a lot of people are talking about, like, Draco Tail not getting hit at all, and then actually receiving a little bit of, like, kind of like support with this. You know, a lot of people are really excited about playing, like, Branded Draco Tail, which is crazy, but, you know, not my personal cup of tea, but it's okay. Now, for the last few cards, the Unlim cards, it's kind of crazy. Glow Up coming back to 3 is kind of insane. I'm not sure on how I would play that card, but Glow Bulb is a really, really good brought back. I know my girlfriend really, really liked the artwork for Glow Up Bulb. I can't remember if this is the one that had an ulti of, or I don't know. I had a really, really pretty one of these, or my girlfriend had a really, really pretty one of these, and it's really cool because, hey, you know, you get to use, you know, pretty cards more frequently now. Now continuing to Masterpiece. Masterpiece is nice. And I'm going to go ahead and start talking about Diagram as well. Oh my God. I was just talking to Brand about how I thought that Diagram coming back would make, like, True Draco, like, super, super good again, right? So Diagram to 3 is insane. I have not played a format where Diagram was at 3 in forever. Now, Masterpiece got hit way before Diagram, and now we got both of them at 3. I think True Draco's just finna wreck, bro. I'm gonna have a great time. I'm at least gonna try, so it's gonna be great. I'm super excited. Morphine Jar. Morphine Jar's the next one. Morphine Jar's fine, whatever. There's a couple cards here like Snake Eye Ash, Snake Eye Poplar. I don't care for. Super excited for my friends who really do enjoy Fire Kings or Snake Eye Ash or whatever. Shout out to Aaron. Aaron's, like, probably, like, my favorite person that plays that deck. I hate that deck so much. Phantom Sky Blaster. Phantom Sky Blaster is a crazy one. I can't remember if that used to be at 1 or at 0, but that card is crazy. You summon out a bunch of tokens. It's already a level 4. I remember playing Phantom Sky Blaster, like, way back whenever Lynx first came out, because that was one of those cards that got hit when Lynx came out because they didn't want you to abuse the Lynx. And it's crazy because I used to make this with, like, Lightsworn, and Lightsworn is fucking nuts. So just know how much, you know, you got abused. Lightning Storm. Originally, when Lightning Storm got hit to 2, I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. It's a great card. But hey, you know what? Lightning Storm to 3. Cool, I guess. Zodiac Barrage. Zodiac Barrage is the last card that I have here on this list. And it's actually really crazy. Being able to play, like, Zodiac stuff again is actually really exciting. Being able to play, like, True Draco stuff is really exciting. I have a lot of potential ideas for just various things, like Branded Fusion. You know, if I can catch somebody doing, like, a Draco Tail branded deck, that would be great. I'm gonna put out my Crystron list pretty soon. I'm gonna make a bunch of adjustments to the Crystron list that I have, and I'm gonna show you guys what I think. It's a good list for my deck, but hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm thinking about slapping, like, a Judgment in a deck, just in the main deck, to see if I can just stop something crazy. But that's just me being funny. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this ban list. I know this is a huge list. There's a lot of hits here. Let's see. 4 Forbidden. Let's see. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 limited. Crazy. That's already 16 cards. A semi-limited, like 17. And then you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 unlims. That's insane. That's too many freaking cards. But, you know, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure that you guys comment. Make sure you guys like. Let me know what you guys think about this list. Thank you guys.